Hey buddy, this is Stormy with the capital Z. Welcome back to another game between Skutt and Thorzain versus Guess and Kurco. This is, I believe, game number 2, and this match will be played on our map known as Twisted Meadows. And do we have any observers? No, we do not. We're gonna go with this. So we're going to describe Skutt and his ally. Hold on, this is a bit weird. Skutt and Thorzain as Team Blue. Skutt spawning as the blue undead on the 5 o'clock position on this map. On 2 o'clock we got Thorzain spawning as the blue human. There's teal, but we're just going to call it human. He is going for a power build on the altar, so this is going to be a super fast archmage. He's going to get it like super fast and perhaps try to go for level 3 as soon as possible. On the other team we got Viz or Guess spawning as the red night elf at the 11 o'clock position, and his ally Kurco spawning as the red undead at the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, I guess you could say 8. Matchup is Twisted Meadows, and Twisted Meadows is my favorite map out of all, like I have to say that before I begin. We got DK coming in from the red undead. The altar over here on the blue undead is late. Hero for the night elf will be Keeper of the Grove, and human player going with Archmage, obviously a bit ahead because of the power build on the altar. And this overlay is being provided by an app known as W3 Booster. Apart from that, this replay has been picked up from WarCraft3.info, which is a great site and contains a lot of replays and stuff, both from the regular vanilla Warcraft format and the NWG, as we have a scout with detonating over the Archmage, and the elemental gave it some damage and also stole some mana from the Archmage. Will be able to recover enough mana to get a second elemental real soon. Want to spawn that in. The militiamen are getting rather weak. Gotta be careful creeping this camp out. He did manage to lose one militiaman though, that is bad for him. Keeper of the Grove coming in with 2 clarity potions in the inventory. Human player will be done creeping this camp before the Keeper of the Grove reaches, but the thing is, now as soon as the Keeper of the Grove does reach this camp, or does reach the human player, he's going to be able to pick off a few weaker units, which is something that you want to be careful. Now as you observe, Thorzain knew about this, and we got the Death Knight coming as well from the southern location. There goes an entangling entangle route on that peasant that dies. One more peasant being targeted with some skeleton warriors, some pressure being put up on the KOTG, and death coil on that poor peasant, killed off with the hit by the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove is super weak, and these two heroes are doing phenomenal right now. And Skutt is not going to support Thorzain at this time, I guess. He's going to go for some creeping on his own. Other players have retreated back, so maybe he wouldn't need the help right now, but he may need it sooner or later. He's not at enough resources to go to tier 2 yet, but Skutt is gonna be. You gotta be careful. These skeleton warriors, they don't have a lot of HP, but as long as they're in the base, they're a big threat. They can pick off lower HP units, and even if they manage to put in like 2 or 3 hits, the Death Knight can come in, cast that Death Coil, and get the kill anyways. We got Skutt creeping at this mercenary camp here with some fiends, getting the DK to level 2. Got slippers of agility, rod of necromancy, good item would be wand of mana stealing. We got the enemy team coming in with some clarity potion on that Death Knight, and the Keeper of the Grove did transfer one clarity potion to the Death Knight, it appears. Forest Shadow Troll Priest on the field, and how did he get that? The color of that Shadow Troll Priest was of the color of Thorzain. I'm not exactly sure how Thorzain sent a unit over here to pick that up. So that Shadow Priest was killed indeed, and we got Kurco picking up the pieces over here, while Guess is going to go back to work on Thorzain. Well, Thorzain has a sustainable army right now. If he gets a kill on this Wisp over there, he's gonna get his hero to level 3, and he definitely wants to get to level 3 as soon as possible. Killing this creep camp will also give him level 3. He already crept this one out, so he is super close to level 3 right now. If he tried to get, I mean, if he got like a few kills on the skeleton warriors, I'm not sure if he did get any kills on the skeleton warriors. I mean to say any unit kills, because the tower kills will not matter. I don't think he had a tower up there anyways. Archmage is in super in a super tight position. Gonna have to be really careful over there, as we have the other blue player just creeping out a laboratory camp. He's in no hurry to help out his ally at this point of time, and he wouldn't really need it unless and until the other red player comes by and try to do a lot of focused harassment on him. Gonna have to be real careful anyways. We got Arcane Vault and Blacksmith being dropped at the back of the base, no lumber mill. Probably not even gonna drop it. Gonna save up the gold, and as soon as he reaches level 2, I mean to say tier 2, he's going to go for the second hero. May go for a tavern choice, as you have a super quick like a super quick hero with your power builded altar. Your attempt to level 3 was pretty quick. It was kind of delayed though. I mean, by this point of time, any player can. I mean, most of the races can get to level 3. So he's trying to go for a surround on the KOTG. Not able to get it yet. And Archmage is entangled. Archmage is being hit. Not looking good. Keeper definitely has enough mana for another entangle. I think he's gonna go in there. And why is he going near the? I don't think that was a good idea. Here's the thing, man. I'm not exactly agreed with that step over there. I'm gonna explain that in a bit, as we have a TP going on over here. It appears that blue undead was creeping this camp out while the red undead detected him and intercepted. So I wasn't agreed with what Thorzain just did over there. He kind of went too close to the golem camp. Now, okay, I guess there is a pattern of behavior with the creeps, that creeps only react to you in certain ways, but if the Archmage was super low, and if the rock golem would have casted the rock hurl ability, bolted him, I mean, the Archmage would have been dead, and that would have been a huge setback for Team Blue. Here comes Team Blue Undead, and they're going to meet up at this choke point near this camp. The creeps are still attacking though. Panda being bought by Night Elf. Red Night Elf got the Panda, and red team got the kills on these creeps over here while that battle was going on. Both of the players are being super careful. Both teams are being super careful rather. Going to go after that skeleton warrior. He got that skeleton warrior got picked off. Lich is in pursuit. Going to back out. Scroll of regeneration coming into play over here. And maybe I am right. Maybe he is going for a tower. No, wait a second, I was wrong. There was a Mountain King on the field already. Mountain King it is for the human player. Archmage Mountain King. On this side is Death Knight Lich. On this side is Keeper and Panda. Death Knight Lich over here as well. Red Knight Elf creeping out a few more camps, and a bit of lag going on over there. Don't know what's up with that. A bit more. Blue human is going to intercept. Here comes the blue undead as well. Stormbolt on that Keeper of the Grove, and oh my god, it got nuked. And my WarCraft camera pan just sent me flying away somewhere else, and Keeper got nuked, Panda got nuked. This is a dangerous combination. I mean, if you just look at it, it's super dangerous, and I don't know what's going on over here. Ancient of War being killed over there. Undead has TP to the base of the Night Elf. He's stationed over there for defense. And what do we have here? A Scout Wisp hanging around at this expansion location. And yep, human Team Blue are going to creep this camp while the Nidal player has the information of that now with that Wisp, and with the Wisp go, I believe the Wisp detonated or got attacked. Probably detonated because we can't see it anywhere anymore. And on this side we got Undead creeping a bit more. Cryptlord has been selected as the third hero. Mountain Giants being traded, very nice. A bit difference as compared to what we saw earlier. Mountain Giants are definitely going to be super useful in this kind of fight. Their taunts and their brick wall forward line will definitely be useful in a matchup like this. And we are gonna look at the items a bit. We got this Death Knight with Sabi Mask and Wand of Mana Stealing. May want to use that in the next fight. Dust of Appearance as well, just to pick off some Shadow Melding archers or huntresses and perhaps fiends as well. Lich has Orb of Corruption, Claws of Attack plus 12. Oh, that's 9. Gloves of Haste, of course. Mountain King here has Mantle and Wand of Mana Stealing. Archmage has Lionhorn of Stormwind and Dust of Appearance, and it appears that they're gonna go for some creeping. We got a Cryptlord being trained by Blue Undead as well, Skutt, and he's at the base right now. He's not gonna come by anytime soon, it appears. Skutt is just here for some harassment right now, and he just detected as to where the red Nidal is creeping. Going to go in there, got some kills on those dryads. One more dryad killed, and he's gonna try and get a huntress kill. Did Nova it, but TP'd away. Back to the base. You have Thorzain actually having a assault over here. Forced to TP, and Keeper of the Grove is super weak. Thunderclap, Stormbolt, and Keeper may not even survive this. Man, and there we go. Stormbolted to death. That Wand of Mana Stealing was done by the Mountain King over there. Team Red is in a bit tight spot after losing the Keeper, and Thorzain now keeping back to the base. Lich tanking damage here. He's gonna be healed by the DK anytime now. Maybe he didn't even need that. Using Crystal Ball. Probably to look up the expansion. Team Red does have an expansion coming up here at the natural 1 o'clock. Team Red's Undead army approaching Team Blue's Undead army. We do have an expansion coming up here. Team Red arriving just in the nick of time. We're gonna go after that Scout Acolyte, or rather expanding Acolyte, and they're gonna come in and try to intercept this attack. That gold might had to be cancelled. But will this Necropolis be cancelled as well? He may very well have to cancel that Necropolis, but Kurco choosing to play super careful. He's not gonna be reckless and right click on the Necropolis under construction while TPing away, because looking at whatever there was a lot of army. I mean, that would have not ended well for them. They got a Scout Footman lurking around, and he's going to detect this expansion here by who is this? This is Guess. More acolytes being trained, and well, by this point, both of the players do know that, both of the teams rather do know that they do have each one expansion at least. But we have a sneaky expansion coming up here by Guess, which is a bit far away from the gold mine though, which I'm not very agreed with. Maybe that's just a way of deception, but maybe I may just be wrong. I mean, that just may be a hurried click there while trying to manage your army, manage your economy, and just want to put that up over there. And that Necromancer got caught in the army of red. Ooh, this is devastating. I like this. Frenzy on more teams. So Unholy Frenzy on more teams, and I mean, they can shoot so fast, it's not even funny anymore. And they're constantly being healed by the obsidian statues and the priests over there, so they can actually deal a lot of... why are they going ahead? They want to stay at the back side. Like, deal damage, deal as much as damage as you want, but deal from a distant area. let the other things tank, and there are so many tanky units up here. It's gonna be really difficult for Team Blue to actually break through the front line over here. And uh-oh, Paladin of Thorzain was entangled momentarily, did not get surrounded, thankfully for him. And got some chase and kill going on over here. A lot of nuke, a lot of fire going on over here by Team Red. Thunderclap there by the Mountain King, but that's not really, that's really not giving them a lot of value. One more Breath of Fire by the Panda, and I mean, I don't know about this, but Team Red Team Red is kind of killing a lot of units over there. Right now on the screen, actually, we see a lot of Team Blue units as well. But the thing is, most of the front line of Team Blue is already killed. Team Red still has a good front line, and now things would actually rely on the heroes. Pushing invulnerability being used by that Death Knight, as it was being focused over there. Breath of Fire on that Archmage. Holy Light peeling, healed over there. Death Coil, Lich, a lot of action pack non-stop. That Mountain King was about to be killed, but got Staff of Preservation was being used on that. Okay, now the human player giving the Nidal player a taste of his own medicine, but no! That medicine was sour, it appears, as he TP'd away the Paladin, but lost the Mountain King. Now, there are decisions like this, and if I were there and if I had the option to save either my Mountain King or my Paladin, I would have definitely saved my Mountain King, because Paladin was level 1 and the Mountain King will definitely give you more value for being alive for a longer time. Anyways, the good thing for Team Blue would be that Team Red have actually disengaged and they're not actually going to push forward just yet. They're going to go back to the base, recover a bit, perhaps get a bigger army. I really want to check up what army composition and stuff they have. Skutt is sitting at 52 against 70. Thorzain is sitting at 58 against 60. Probably want to make more farms soon, because you definitely want to break upkeep in a situation, a game like this, sooner or later. Regardless of whether you get a gold mine, and yeah, this thing of Reforged. And coming to Team Red, you can currently see them as Team Blue because I've selected them. Guess is currently at 60 food against 60, the Nidal player, and Kurco is currently sitting at 57 against 60. So here's the thing, all of the players have already broken upkeep, so now is a good time that I believe they also just go for at least a 65 to 70 foot army, because if you're not gonna do that, it's gonna be really difficult for you. Skutt being intercepted while he tried to go for sort of an assault on the Red Undead. Both of the Team Red players are intercepting Skutt over here. That Cryptlord was in a tight position. Could have been death called anytime though. Unholy Frenzy on the Lich, and the entire army of Team Red right outside the doorstep of Skutt. Skutt's gonna have to be super careful. Here comes Thorzain with a battalion of knights and a lot of priests and stuff. And that one fiend got killed. That one fiend actually was burrowed. That fiend was burrowed. It got detected. It got killed. That's what happened over there. So it's about 20 minutes into the game, and the main gold mines are nearing depletion. You want to have an expansion up if you want to survive a game like this. And suppose you don't win your next fight, you definitely want an expansion to back that up. We got a guess expanded up here. The guess is also setting up a sneaky expansion up here. Kurco has already expanded, but on Team Blue side we only have one expansion, which is not at all looking good for them. But it appears that they want to commit. They are staying outside the base, and another good idea for them would actually just be and ransack the expansion, but I don't think that's gonna happen with the entire army of Team Red just nearby them. Even if they attempt to do that, it's gonna fail miserably. And they're sending a water elemental. Is gonna check this base. They probably know about this expansion by now. I mean, at least they went up there to check one. I believe this was the expansion that they're not aware of. Knights getting their attack upgrades. The attack upgrade which was kind of specifically made because of the mountain giants coming into the meta. Breath of Fire didn't get a lot of units. One knight being killed over there. Mountain King is in a tight spot over there. If he gets targeted, he's gonna die over there. He doesn't have anything to heal itself with apart from that paladin. And Staff of Preservation is there though. That's one thing. And as I said before, the Mountain King just got killed. It got murdered over there. Being toward the inner side of your enemy's army, that's really not a good idea over there. More teams shooting it with the Unholy Frenzy, trying to deal a lot of damage over there. Panda coming in, Breath of Fire engaging out, and slowly but surely, Team Blue is losing momentum in this fight, despite of the more teams and despite of the firepower they have right now. Team Red pushing in, Breath of Fire once more, Potion of Invulnerability on that Death Knight. They're gonna try and stay up the hill, fight on the Blight, which is where the Undead players will have a advantage. It's not really looking good for Team Blue. The gold mine are about to expire. I mean, that's it. The gold mine is gonna expire. And the thing about Thorzain is that, I mean, he's only barely just going to get enough resources to set up an expansion. Of course, he can get resources from his ally, but he's not gonna get it himself. More team tried to go here and try to destroy this Tree of Life, but Team Red, Night Elf intercepting. A few more knights and more teams coming in, and they're gonna go for this expansion over here. They're attacking that Necropolis though. Not sure if that is the best idea. Maybe take out the Entangled Gold Mine, because Necropolis is not necessary for the expansion to run. Mountain King is back. In terms of levels, Team Blue is also behind. If you see, currently Blue Human has 4, 2, 1. Red Undead has 4, 4, 3. While Night Elf has 3 and 3, which is actually really good in this scenario. And I'm gonna point out to the Blue Undead, he's currently at 4. I don't see the Lich. 3-1, 4-3-1. Battle has begun over here. All of those destroyers been entangled down with the webs, and Team Red is overwhelming Team Blue's army at this point from what I see. I mean, this has just been the case in each of their engagements. Team Red has more resources. They have more of a chance to win this game because of the more number of expansions they have. And Team Blue is losing more units by the second. I don't think this game is going in their favor, and I think Team Red will win this fight. Lich being killed for Team Blue, and that knight being slaughtered. Paladin alone, and GG, there you go. Well, good game, well played by both players. Hope you guys enjoyed this nice game. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Do join me on my Discord server. We have game nights going in every single day. The link to that will be in the description below. And apart from that, if you have any replay requests and stuff, you can send them over to me on my Discord. I will have a look at them, and if they're good, I will definitely have them. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Subscribe for more. I stream on Twitch post 3:30 PM GMT time, and that would be all then. Good night, everybody.